Hey guys, Jester here. Today I'm going to be going over the World of Greyhawk folio and boxed set. This is the folio. It was produced in 1980, and it gave a overall um, description and of the kingdoms of the world of Greyhawk, and um, the heraldry, and um, information on the wilderness and everything that you'd find in the world. But it was fairly sparse. It did have all of the heraldry along the edges here and on the back, and I do like the artwork here on the front. That's pretty cool. Gives a portion of the map on the back. It did come with two maps inside that were very similar to, almost identical, really, as far as the look, just a little bit different in the paper from what the box set was. But just to give you an idea, this is half of the map. Okay, this is the western side of the Flannis. This actually came in the boxed set. And inside this folio, besides the two maps, you also got the World of Greyhawk Gazetteer. And like I said, it gives you, just information about the world of Greyhawk. But as you can see, very, very sparse, not hardly any artwork in it whatsoever. Just basic and plain. In 1983, they came out with the boxed set. In the boxed set, which I don't have the box, it's been destroyed, but in the boxed set, you got the Guide to the World of Greyhawk fantasy setting and the glossography. And basically, these two fleshed out what was in here, and just much more detail. In the Guide to the World of Greyhawk fantasy setting, you've got all the heraldry in here. And I love this. The heraldry in here is just wonderful. The front of it, which was also the front cover of the box itself, also very, very great artwork. And then you've got inside the book, talks about all of the gods that are in Greyhawk. It talks about all the geography, from mountains to hills to forests to plains to lakes, rivers, that sort of thing. And then we've got, let's see, gives you the regional alignments, but usually tends to be in the alignments in those areas, and your products, regional products, which tend to be like your copper, silver, spices, that sort of thing. And then it tells you all about the different kingdoms that are in the world of Greyhawk. On the back, you have all the social ranks and hierarchies. Gives you a very basic chronological history. Gives you the months, calendar months. And then it gives you one other thing here. Find it because I just had it a second ago. Well, it shows you the migrations that took place. And this little snippet of a map here is what these two maps encompass. But the world itself, the world of Greyhawk itself, is much more out to the west that is not covered in these box sets or any of the modules either. But the one thing that is really cool is you've got your glyphs. Now, if any of you have seen or played the Temple of Elemental Evil, you will know that there are a lot of glyphs on the doors that were chained in different places in the temple. As it happens, if you try to use the glyphs in here, you get most of them, but in order to be able to completely read and understand what is written on the door in the way of the glyphs, you actually have to go back to the folio, because in the folio, the last 3 pages are the glyphs, and there are glyphs here that are not in the boxed set. So in order to properly be able to play the Temple of Elemental Evil and understand the glyphs that are on those doors in the temple, you need this, not this. The second book of the boxed set is the glossography. And basically, it goes into... Did I just do that one? No. It also talks about the different gods. Goes in a little bit more thing. One of them tells about the priests, and the other one doesn't. Let's see, which one of those is it? We've got... Yeah, this one tells a little bit about the priests that follow the gods. And then you've got gives you a little bit of information concerning the powers of gods in general by their hierarchy. And then you've got your quasi-deities. You've got tells you about where, if you're playing demi-humans or whatever, it gives you where most of those people would be located, birthed wise. Then it gives you a little bit of tidbits of lore in different places, locales that would spur the imagination for the DM to perhaps make up some encounters or whatever in those areas. And you've got your climate, precipitation, weather tables, terrain effects, gives you a list of all the rulers, in the world of Greyhawk. And then it gives you your wandering monster charts in all the different places that you might travel cross country. And that pretty much wraps up the boxed set. Like I said, there's 2 maps. This is one of them. The other ones I got hanging up on the wall right there for my D&D group, because we currently are playing in that part of the World of Greyhawk. But all of the first edition, most of the first edition modules that were written took place in the World of Greyhawk. Then once they started branching out into the different worlds, you had this box set that came out, and then you started having Greyhawk specific adventures, just like you would have other world specific adventures. But in a nutshell, that is your introductory to the world of Greyhawk. A lot of really, really good information in there. Not a whole lot of artwork. I mean, I love artwork, and so I'm kind of disappointed about that. But as far as the information that's in there, it's very in depth, but not overly so, so that it leaves to the dungeon master's imagination to be sparked and spurred on, so that they can make it their own, which is what it was intended to be. And I know that I have done that, and I know a lot of other dungeon masters have done that as well. But in any case, short video today, guys. But that's the introductory to the world of Greyhawk. The next few videos that I'm going to be doing are going to be covering the different supplements and adventures from the world of Greyhawk. Most of which are from 2nd edition, and that's about it. That's all I got today, guys. So watch next time when I go over some of these that I just said. And thank you for watching. Make sure you hit the subscribe and the bell button so you get notifications for when I post these videos. And please leave comments in the comment section, because I do love those. And I do try to respond as quickly as possible. And guess that's it. So until next time, and as always, see you soon.